Okay, check out my workflow. This is how I import movies into Final Cut. So I'm going to go into this external hard drive. This is a gig I did. You can see GoPro 1, 2, 3, 4. I used some iPhone footage, and this is the audio from my Zoom audio recorder. So that's how I organize my media. If I had another video camera and the name of that camera was the HG20, I'd make that folder and I'd import my footage from that camera and I would just copy it right into this folder. Okay, now I want to have one folder for each camera angle that I used, and I want all the footage to live in that folder, and that's going to be important in a second. So I'll just show you real quick. Here's GoPro 1. I'm going to mute it. Okay, here's all the footage from GoPro 1. You can see this side of the stage. GoPro 2 looked like this. Actually, that looks very similar, but you can see we're a little closer to the singer. GoPro 3 looked like this from this opposite side of the stage. GoPro 4 looked like this. So you can see what I did. I organized my footage by camera into different folders. Okay, so now I'll go into Final Cut. Let's make a new library. And I'm going to just name this one whatever, because I'm going to delete this in a minute. So here it is. I'm going to import my media, and I'm going to point it over to this gig that I did. Alright, and I'm going to import GoPro cameras 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now this is important. Keywords from folders. Make sure that's checked. Click Import Selected. Okay, so now I just imported those 4 cameras. I'm running out of disk space, so I'm getting that error. Just ignore that error. So there's the whatever project. Now I come up with this smart folder, and you can see it's GoPro 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and it labeled them this way based on the folders that I created. Where are they? Right here, GoPro 1, 2, 3, 4. I ignored the rest of the footage for now. Alright, so now everything that I'm looking at in this list right here is only from GoPro 1. So I select it all. And I go over here to Info, and I'm going to name it GoPro 1. Do the same thing with GoPro 2. Select all. So the way I do this is I click on it, and then I choose Select All, GoPro 2, go to number 3, GoPro 3, and GoPro 4. So now every camera angle that I have has a camera name. So go to whatever project, you can see I can sort by camera name, and all my cameras are named correctly. So now when I want to create my multi-camera angle, I select all, and I go New Multicam, and I'll just name this whatever multi. This is important right here. Angle assembly is going to be titled camera name. Okay, so now it's going to assemble those, think of them like tracks, I guess, into 4 tracks, because I have GoPro 1, 2, 3, 4. Camera name, it's going to use angle synchronization is automatic, but actually I'm just going to leave it and use audio for synchronization. So this is how I create my multicam clip, and I'm going to click OK. It's important to have your media organized this way. So each GoPro angle has its own name. Each camera angle has its own name. I'm going to come back in when this is done and show you the resulting file. Okay, it finished making my multicam. It took about 6 minutes. It didn't take that long. I think it was about 6 minutes. Anyway, here it is. I'm going to double click it. Multicam, and I'm going to spread this open. You can see each camera angle here is labeled GoPro 1, 2, 3, 4, just like these smart folders that I made, and just like the way my folders are organized inside their folder in the Finder. And the reason that is because during the import screen, I clicked on keywords from folders, okay? So you want to make sure you organize your media that way. Otherwise, Final Cut's going to make an educated guess, and you're going to end up with like 32 tracks of video angles here as it assembles in a crazy, and they'll all be diagonal. They'll all be in sync, but you'll have a ton of tracks. Now, while you're here, let me show you a trick, okay? Let's pretend my camera angles were synced up, but a couple of them got messed up, and some of my angles were messed up. What I could do is I could pick one camera angle, and I could make this the monitoring angle. I'll select it, right? you select, let me get rid of that. So I selected GoPro 2, and you can see that angle, but I'm going to select GoPro 1. What I'm going to do is select GoPro 1. Now I'm going to use that as the source to sync my other angles, okay? So I'm going to select GoPro 2, and this is just a little trick I'm showing you because later you're going to run into you might run into problems. Sync selection to monitoring angle. That's the monitoring angle because it's got the monitor on it. So click that, and now it's going to resync GoPro 2 to GoPro 1 to make sure that they're synchronized. It's checking, and this takes a minute. I'm gonna let this one go, even though this is kind of boring. It's double checking. I think these are already synced up. Oh no, I messed this one up. So that's why it's taking so long, because I dragged this one over. I can see GoPro 4 I messed up too. I messed them up on purpose so it could resync. So it doesn't always sync things up perfectly. Sometimes you'll have an angle with some audio way over here or something for whatever reason. Just make the first angle, or whatever angle looks like it's assembled the best. Use that as your monitoring angle and go through each track and sync them to the monitoring angle. And when you're done, it will have resynced everything for you. It's taken quite a while. I'm going to cancel out of that and leave that going. So anyway, that's how you organize your media. That's how you create your multicam. And that's one little way I just showed you right there to solve some problems you might bump into later with synchronization. Choose one angle, make that your main angle, your monitoring angle, and sync everything to it. There you go, it's synced up again. And I can just undo until my angles look good again before I screwed them all up. Anyway, that's it. That's how you create it. Good luck. Okay, I realized, this is part 3, I realized that I didn't show you the multicam after it was created. So I create a new project. I'm going to drag my multicam into the timeline now, and I'm going to close my browser. And you can see here all 4 camera angles are there. If I skim over a little bit, it takes me about to here. Now you can see all 4 cameras are active. And I'm going to go to better performance and let you watch it for a sec. You can see here, it's a little bit choppy, but all 4 camera angles are working at the same time. And this is where you can click on each angle and switch between them. I'll go here, click on the next angle or whatever. Oh, I forgot to say, you go to the hide angles? Yeah, hide angles. So window menu, go to viewer display, show angles. And this window pops up. You can also on your keyboard press Command-Shift-7, which is what I usually do. There's the angle viewer. That's the regular viewer. And that's it.